Well, we beat Inter Milan 1-0 in the Champions League final. It's the first Champions League ever in the club's history. What an amazing day, what an amazing night. I've lost my voice. We've beaten Inter Milan 1-0, three-time champions in their own right. It was an ugly game. It was the classic European final. It was classic City making it very hard for ourselves. And in the Atatürk Stadium in Istanbul, City won our first Champions League. It's a big, scary moment for other clubs because we looked professional today, we looked dominant in the whole game, and City fans were jubilant. Unbelievable, unbelievable. I have to break down what I saw in the first half. I thought we were absolutely shocking in the first half. We couldn't string two passes together, the lads were nervous. Erling Haaland didn't get a touch. Kevin De Bruyne gets his second injury in a Champions League final. I don't think he's finished 60 minutes in Champions League final football. Will he get to another final? I'm sure he will at some point. But it's gutting for him because he was to get injured so early in the game. To get injured so early in the game, it was a big worry, big worry. The rhythm of the game today was shocking. No one knew what their roles were. No one knew what their roles were today. I think actually Phil Foden coming on, someone that knows what it means for the club. He added energy, he added impetus into the game. And actually I thought he drove us on to win this game today. I think Phil Foden was massive. Notably, De Bruyne didn't hug or didn't kiss the Champions League trophy as he walked by. Every other player did. I think he's taking it personally. I think he's taking it really hard, De Bruyne, and that's understandable. So gutted for him that he got taken off. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We'll be covering the game in a bit more analytical detail, obviously moving forward. But again, in that first half, let's just go back to it. Inter Milan, I don't think they were the second best side. I think both sides were shocking. They had a few chances. There was a moment in the first half, Guardiola, head in his hands, moments. The back four today at points a bit clunky. And then something clicked in the second half. I don't know what happened. There was a little bit of energy. Bernardo Silva started to actually get involved a little bit. And it's his darting run that gets the flick on that obviously leads to Rodri on the edge of the box. It was never going to be Erling Haaland today. It was never going to be Jack Grealish that gets the goal, or even Bernardo Silva. It was always going to be the man after that, the next man after that. Whether it's Nathan Ake against Arsenal in the FA Cup, you know, John Stones picking up a big goal. He's done that already in the Champions League. Or Rodri against Bayern Munich. It's going to take one of these guys at the edge of things, the guy that you aren't thinking of, the guy that isn't being picked up. No one man marks the defensive midfield on the edge of the box. It's hard. You're stretched. And Inter Milan looks stretched by the second half. And Rodri comes in and scores an unbelievable goal. First time finish. It's harder than it looks. Side foots it in. And he'll go down as one of the most important players in the club's history. His goal secured us a Champions League win against Inter Milan. It was a pure finish. And the celebrations in the City end, it was unbelievable. It came out of nowhere. We were shocking today. I think from what I've seen on social media, you know, City players were reluctant to sort of say we were any good today. I think a lot of players were realistic about what happened today, and we were poor. I think it's the nerves. I think Mourinho said it best. You don't go to finals to play finals. You go to win finals. And this City side love playing football. They love playing it the right way. And Inter Milan made it really, really hard for City today. It was a really difficult game. They played at a back four, it was hard to tell from this side of the pitch, but it looked like a flat 4-5-1 or 5-3-2, something like that. They were so flat, they were aggressive, and they had 3 or 4 chances. We got to those chances in the second half. There's one where the ball gets played back to Ederson. I think it's a Kanji who made a mistake. He didn't even track him, and Martinez. Ederson makes a world-class save. He makes a world-class save to stop it. And then, of course, the ball gets in. Barella hits the woodwork, I think it is. And then, what is it, 90th minute? I think another header as well. Ederson makes a save with his feet. If you're watching at home, let me know what you thought. It's hard to see from this part of the stadium, but it was an incredible save. It was Peter Schmeichel-esque. You need that, you know. Man United, when they won the treble in 1999, I've not even talked about that, we won a treble. When Man United won the treble in 1999, they weren't the best side to look at. They were the best side in Europe, they won it, but they weren't always the best side. You need moments of individual luck. You need little niggly moments and a bit of aggression and a bit of power here and there. And Ederson showed that today. Diaz showed that today. Rodri showed that today. They were all, if you take off the Champions League final win, they were all 5 out of 10 performances today. I had the same amount of touches as Erling Haaland today. He was barely involved in the game. But it doesn't matter if you, again, as Mourinho said, finals are there to be won. We couldn't have what happened last season, or last time in the Champions League final happen again. What happened against Chelsea, it was a very similar game to Chelsea, and we were poor, we were nervous. But we got through it and we relied on one moment of quality, and Rodri's had it today. He's had it all season, he's been world class. He's the best defensive midfielder of his kind in the world. Let's do some player ratings and obviously wrap up. Ederson in goal. I've been saying it for years. His distribution on the ball is world class. It's the best of its kind ever seen in the sport. The way he can knock a ball first time is unbelievable. Where are those Peter Schmeichel saves? I've been saying it for years. And we saw it today. We absolutely saw it today. The 2 saves at the back end of the 90 minutes, unbelievable, unbelievable. The back 4, Ake came in for Kyle Walker. I was a bit unsure about that. I thought it changed the rhythm of the game. I think Guardiola wasn't worried about the pace on the break from Inter Milan. They're a slow, old side, and that was proven today. Final 20 minutes, didn't give too much. Ake came in, he was probably our best out of the 2 fullbacks. You know, Kanji had a shocker today, with all due respect, but he got through the game, got taken off. And I feel Kyle Walker coming on just gave us a little bit of energy. Ruben Diaz was surreal. Everything that came into Ruben Diaz, he cleared. John Stones alongside him was absolutely exceptional. He was the one player willing to get on the ball, knock it around. The balls you have to have as a non-traditional midfielder to do what he was doing in midfield today. There's even a minute on the right hand side of the pitch near the touchline where he's carrying the ball for 20 yards, 30 yards, knocking it around people, getting throw-ins, getting corners, getting us up the pitch. It's helped us today massively. What can I say about Kevin De Bruyne? I thought in the first 30 minutes when he was playing, I thought he was a bit slow. He lost the ball a couple of times. I never thought he got into the game. Maybe he needed an extra 30, 40, 50 minutes that he never had to do that, but it's 2 disappointing finals for him. I'm sure he'll be thinking about getting back to a 3rd. Rodri, 10 out of 10, world class. You talk about Zidane against Leverkusen. You talk about, I don't know, Inzaghi scoring goals for AC Milan. Ronaldo scoring goals for Real Madrid. It's similar, it's comparable. It's world class from Rodri. It's as simple as that. İlkay Gündoğan, quiet game today. I think Inter Milan might have looked at his final FA Cup final performance and thought, we can't let this guy have time and space on the edge of the box. He had nothing today, İlkay Gündoğan. A couple of nice moments at the edge of on the end of the game, but front 3, Erling Haaland, anonymous. Maybe his role, if he isn't scoring, is to bring other players into play. I don't think he did too much that today, but what can you say? Bernardo Silva, the first half, Bernardo Silva kept losing the ball, frustrating. But in the second half, he came so good, and he kind of created that goal for Rodri. He was absolutely incredible in the second half. And on the left, Jack Grealish. I have to say a big shout out to Phil Foden. I think this game was made for him. I thought he brought energy and impetus, and it was the kind of performance that, as a City fan himself, he knows what it means to us lifelong City fans. Didn't directly create a goal today, but the way he drove forward, the way he was tackling players, pressing players right into the 95th minute was incredible. It means so much to him, and it honestly means so much to me as a City fan. I'm so proud of this side. They're a very special side, and we're lucky, so lucky as City fans to see what we're seeing. Treble winners, the 2nd treble winners in the history of English football. We're a serious side, whether you like it or not. We play football the right way, and we've just won the Champions League in Istanbul. We'll be covering the Champions League and other things on this channel throughout the next few months, so make sure you subscribe. It's an unbelievable night. I'm going off to have a beer because there's no alcohol served in this stadium. I'll do a video about the sterilisation of football another day, but absolutely shocking. Not a single pint of beer sold in this stadium. Absolutely embarrassing. See you soon.